are you doing?
I was playing with Chloe's boobies. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Boneyard Arcade Podcast. As always, I'm Lucky.
I'm Chloe.
Oh, I'm Grim.
And I'm Josh, eating
Nice
a
one.
gummy bear.
What a fucking outstanding clip that is
You
to intro
started
the
it
show.
way too quickly.
Are you taking photos?
Yeah, I just thought, fuck it.
Is this for the Discord?
It's for the gram.
Actually, I haven't posted since like November fucking 27th or something.
That was actually the intro, by the way. This is all in here.
Cool. Hi, what are we talking about this week? What are we doing? How are you?
It was a good intro.
What's new?
We've got like 3 more shows left this year,
Yeah.
I think, including the Christmas special. Dan throws up in a kid's
Is it
pool.
2 or 3 more from here?
Next week, so this comes out
This one?
next week. A week after that, then we've got to do one, and then we've got to go and see Aquaman. We're going
that's
to the
right, we have
premiere of
to do an
Aquaman,
Aquaman wrap.
so we have
Cool.
to be there for that.
Cool.
So that'll be part of the Christmas special. So
Done.
Well, if
I
it's
may
part
be
of the
in
Christmas
prison.
special, then does that make it 2 or 3? Doesn't
I'll
matter.
make it 3.
wait a minute,
It'll be
wait a
3.
minute. There was a
Because
lot
we
of
got
things
2.
happening just now.
Yeah, it'll
Why
be
is
3.
Chloe going to prison?
There was
Jason
what?
Momoa?
Oh yeah, I was told that I have to kidnap him, but then I'm like, he's really big.
Explain.
Jason Momoa.
What about what happened? Who's going to prison?
Me.
Why?
Because she's gonna go.
He's going to be at the premiere.
Yeah.
Oh,
And Chloe's
right,
gonna
okay.
fondle him and then get in trouble for it.
I
I'm
thought
not gonna
that
fondle him.
what I was getting from that was that he had gone to prison and Chloe was going to break him out.
No,
would
Chloe's
do that,
going to
though.
prison and none of us are breaking
okay.
her
So
out.
we'll be the ones doing the heisting.
We don't have money to break Chloe out.
No, you don't need money to break him out. You
It's a
go rob
file
a
and a
bank.
cake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Or the prison
that works.
pocket.
Yeah. Well, I guess.
Chloe,
From our dear friend Terry.
start putting files in your vagina now. Or butthole, like whichever.
Usually it's the butthole, but if you want to go vagina, go for it.
Well,
I mean,
It
you've got.
can't be bigger than this.
if you can get it past your cervix, then you know you're doing well. Wait, can you get things past this? Wait, things got to hang on.
Ask your sister.
Yeah.
Text her now.
We have a qualified doctor.
Debunking with Dimitri, I think, is a segment that we should have next year, where we have people submit like science questions and
Yeah.
then have a real life teacher doctor person sit here and be like, "You're fucking dumb."
As long as we're not the experimenty hamsters.
That can be Josh.
Yeah.
You're young, your butt can take it. Anyway,
How are we? What's new?
good, great. Drinking $6 wine or whatever the fuck. So
Was it $6? That's expensive wine.
Well, I was
Everybody
going
knows
to
the
go
good
with the
stuff's $3.
$4.50 one, but it wasn't pink.
and it comes in a bag.
Oh yeah.
Been good. We've been up to some stuff, and some stuff has happened, and oh boy,
Classy.
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 And classy.
With the dick that goes around the back and fucks the A in the ass. I love her. You ever look at someone and be like, wow, I just want to be that person.
This
I
episode
wanna
is
be
never
good.
getting off the ground.
So we went and saw Mortal Engines.
Oh, look, we
Great,
got it off the
wow,
ground. Good work.
moving it.
Got it off the ground.
Just like one of them cities.
Yeah,
Good.
like London.
Well
London vores the world, as I like to call it. We went to the premiere of Mortal Engines, thanks to Universal and Playmaker. Cheers, guys. Got to occasionally shout out to the people that send us to the things, because who would do that?
What's the movie about?
It's about a bunch of cities that break apart, and then they're all like, I'm going to be like on roller skates, and I'm going to go eat other cities.
So this is it's set in the future as well, right? So it's like a futuristic movie.
1,000 years in the future, roughly.
Yeah, cool. And so instead of going down like a cyberpunk path and having all this technology, amazing fucking
It went
amazing
backwards.
technology, it went backwards.
Yeah.
They were like, look at this technology that they used to destroy the world.
toaster, and they're like, look at this.
Yeah.
It's a mint condition sunbeam, and I was like, oh my
I like
god.
that there was a screen age and it was just all these busted up iPhones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and the deities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And
Modern American
they may have
deities.
even forgotten how to write it all.
Oh shit, we suck.
But so yeah, interesting sort of take on a film to start with. I kind of was like already lost at that point.
Got in there like, what are we seeing? You sit down and you're like, I know what's happening.
No, because I as soon as they started with the whole steampunky future, I was like, I don't fucking want no steampunky future. I want a cyberpunky future.
I'm okay
want
with
like,
the steampunk future.
but if you had to pick one of the two,
Oh,
would you go with like
that's
cyberpunk
tough.
futuristic flying cars, but still old school
Yeah.
feel
That's
in there?
weird for you because you're totally into the retro shit.
Well, the thing
But
is, see,
cyber-
cyberpunk,
Retro in a
Cyberpunk,
modern
yeah.
setting.
cyberpunk is so retro-y because it's retro but made for future. Whereas like cyberpunk, steampunk was so like steam powered, but in the future. It's like, fuck off, dickhead. Like anyone's going to steam power anything in the future. Come on.
Well,
You say that now, but did
I
you not
know.
see Donald Trump on the phone
I know.
about how steam is way more reliable
Oh,
than
of course.
electromagnetic?
Of course.
And then the army dude corrects him. And he's like, yeah, no, we're pretty on top of it. We'll run electromagnetic. That's fine. It's like, oh yeah, no, that's great. Yeah.
But that's what I
Moron.
mean though. It's like,
Yeah,
Anyway,
I get
so
you. I
the
get
movie.
you.
How did you guys feel about it? Did you like the movie? Did you enjoy it?
Me first?
Yeah.
Okay, I was real 50-50 about the movie. Like, I really appreciated the action scenes that were there, and even the visual effects really, I thought were quite unique. A little tacky at some point. But I think what I disliked more than anything were probably the characters themselves.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like for the two people who were meant to be the main characters didn't actually come across as main characters at all. And they had, like, the struggle was literally like they just said it. You didn't really feel anything for that character.
I agree.
And, yeah, I really disliked them a lot.
But you like the action sequences and stuff like that.
It's one of those movies that I've watched it, I'll never remember it.
I sort of agree with that. There were bits I liked, and there were bits I sort of didn't, and there were character arcs I didn't think needed to be in there, and things that when the climax of it. It's such a professional show. The climax of it.
Hide it in your vagina or butthole or bum. Sorry.
So the climax of it was like. It just felt weak and out of place and like wrong for me. Like certain things. This is not the climax of the whole story, and the whole thing was pretty good. And I like the steampunk thing, but yeah, I don't know. It didn't really grab me.
It was weird. My first question was like, how the fuck, in whatever scenario it ended up in, did the world end up having to resort to being on wheels and moving around the place?
Yeah, it's
Why?
one of those like Darwinism things. It's like this doesn't make much sense as a survival of the fittest thing.
Yeah,
even though
especially
that kind
when,
of is a theme they put into the film.
Yeah, you see people come off the planets and out onto the floor, and they're walking in like the tread marks of the worlds as they roll around. And I'm like, why don't you all just build houses on the actual Earth?
I think they said at the beginning something along the lines like the Earth was poisoned or something, so there wasn't actually any sort of...
How are they on the floor then?
No, it's not like poison in the sense like if you walk on it, you're going to die. It's not lava.
What do you do usually? Eat the floor?
Well,
We just walk on this floor, right?
If you were eating radioactive floor, then you would probably die.
Yeah.
So
I get on the floor and usually
that's
just
what
open my
happened.
mouth and push myself around and just eat all the fucking
It was
dirt.
just weird to me.
man.
There
That's
was some talk of like apocalypse level incidents prior to where we picked the story up.
I
So
know,
maybe
I know
Okay.
what it is.
All
They
right, go on.
created the ancients, aka us,
Yes.
or whatever version of us in the future it was. They created a super weapon like called the Medusa weapon, basically, and it shattered the Earth into a million pieces, basically. So it's like
Did they all join together though?
I think the continents were
I think-
destroyed because they were
yeah.
looking at that map.
They were
and
looking at a
oh,
map and
yeah,
they were
yeah,
like,
that's
"Oh,
what it used to
so
look like.
wow, so
Can't believe
cool."
it used to look this way.
And it was originally books.
Yep.
I'd seen them in the bookstores, but I'm
Never read them.
admittedly
Yeah.
not a big reader.
Yeah.
But I heard that they were really cool books, and so when I went and sat down, I looked at the runtime before we got there because we're like, oh, what time
Yeah.
will we get
2
out?
hours
It was
and
2
8
hours
minutes.
and 8 minutes, and I was like, oh fuck, this is every book crammed into one. And I think there were like 3 or 4 books. I could be wrong. Tell me that I'm wrong. Internet.
Someone mentioned
Cool.
something about prequels and sequels in the series.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
So,
it's a
yeah.
big series, and so I think a lot of the fact that some of the characters kind of felt like kind of weak, and
Yeah.
like parts of the story
Little bits
didn't
were like
feel
kind of out
great.
of place or rushed.
I think it was because it was meant to be a bigger, in-depth thing, and we kind of got like the too long didn't read version.
And there's a chance that we'll get like their stories in the next
Yeah.
film or something.
Yeah.
But mind
That's half
you,
the problem with books as well, is when they're not written with the intention of making them
They're
into a film.
words.
Yeah, and it's like you can't compress that story into
Into a film.
into a single film,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
way too short to make 2 films, and everyone will feel like it's just too slow.
and the bigger problem there is that if all those words couldn't fit into this movie and you needed to really watch the second one to get it, you had to really fucking like the first one.
Yeah.
And if you didn't really like the first one, there's not a good chance that they'll make a second one.
Yeah. So they're kind of like eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
Make it long, make it kind of
Yeah.
like...
It was fun.
Yeah, it wasn't
I really,
bad.
really liked it. I didn't like a lot of the acting, and like I was like about the characters, but the fucking first scene where the predator city is chasing the fucking little like mining town.
Yeah.
Oh, that was fucking mad. I
was
was
the
sitting
best
there
bit.
going, woo, woo,
Yeah.
woo, the whole time. But
That's the best bit.
the movie needed to be 100% more cities chasing each other.
It would have made more sense if the city that we were watching in the beginning wasn't England and it was actually Japan. And the little thing they were chasing just used to like look after whales or something. Because it was They harpooned the fuck out of that.
They did actually.
They
Little thing.
really did. I
But
was
that's
like,
the beauty of like,
Where's this going?
where's this going?
It's very
like,
Japanese.
faux sort of industrial revolution age technology is it's all like, mechanical and losing my phone, mechanical and
Ye olde time.
yeah, it's like it has sort of a classic elegance to it where it's not like, oh, here's a tractor beam,
Yeah. Yeah.
cover up that plot hole, here we go, there's a sci-fi thing. It's like, all right, well, it's got to work in like physics,
Yeah.
kinda.
Yeah. It was very.
It's interesting.
1,000 years into the future. Crank the handle. The steam must build up so we
Yeah.
can shoot the harpoon.
My favorite part is when people are escaping. It's the classic Fast and the Furious where you're losing the drag race. Oh, wait, hang on. Here's another gear that I
extra
had.
gear.
Faster.
Yeah.
Oh, here's more NOS.
Give me
It's
what
like
you've got.
it's
and
like
then give me some more.
it's like so you weren't going as fast as you could go. You were just like
Confused.
teasing them, or
Car's going to blow up. Quick, just shut the laptop. It's fine.
I don't need a computer to tell me about my throttle response.
Danger to the manifold.
So it was a fun movie. I mean, like, I would still tell people, hey, check it out. It's
Yeah.
Watch
fun
it.
to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got some good shit up on the screen.
I don't think
mean,
you'd hate it. Like, you're not going to go in there and be like, oh, I just wasted 2 hours and $20. It's like, no, it's quite a good film. Like, you may not come back twice. But
Yeah. I also think not everyone is going to be introduced to the film with Peter Jackson reading off a fucking teleprompter.
with a
Holding
cup.
a cup.
With a cup.
He had
He
his
just had a
mug.
mug. He was sitting there. He's like, I'm Peter Jackson. Welcome to the film. Sorry we couldn't be
Sorry,
there.
we could.
But
We
he was,
really wanted
we
to be
really
there.
wanted to be there
And you could
with
see
you all
his
today.
eyes tracking
Yeah.
fucking.
And I'm like,
And
oh.
old mate next to him, and he's just like standing there with a cup, just like looking into the distance
Yeah.
while the other guy's talking.
Yeah, it was very awkward.
I just
like-
saw John Travolta in Pulp Fiction stuff.
It was very very average. You could tell the dude next to him actually practiced his lines as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah.
poor Pete was
more.
just fucking like reading straight off the screen.
He's
But it was
"I'm a
good. It was
fucking
good.
Director.
Good fun film.
You made this shit.
I don't vouch for the story in it because obviously the book is probably better.
Yeah.
The books are probably better. But I mean, if you're gonna go and spend some money going to the cinema, I would say that this isn't a bad choice to make.
It's a big movie as well. Like if you were going to go see it, if you're going to see it once, go see it at the movies because it's like the
Yeah.
Yeah,
scale
you'll
of
get
it.
the
You'll feel more.
It's
Yeah.
not one of those small screen films.
Yeah.
it definitely wouldn't come across as well on a TV with like
Yeah.
rattly little speakers. You need that
seeing you open
enormous
your mouth going.
bass and like where it shakes the seat.
Yeah,
It's good.
It's not bad. It's good.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
She's been waiting the whole time.
Yeah.
Like,
And then
And
she's
then we
like,
get
well,
to-
now the time's passed. It's like, you know what
Yeah.
you could do? You could sit here for 40 minutes and not talk, but then at the end be like, hang on, I just want to bring up something that you mentioned
We'll just
at
cut
the
it.
beginning. I just want to. I
Hey,
want
you
to
know,
bring
just
something up.
after
That's
the
just my thing. I
intro,
just breathe and then I'm like, no, it's okay.
I like to watch you breathe.
You just like to see the inside of my mouth. Hey!
Objectify Chloe.
I was distracted. I would have been more
We're all
prepared.
friends here, and it is consensual.
this
don't
is why
worry.
we'll never make 35 million showing toys off on the internet as a 7-year-old.
Did you see that?
No,
The
why?
highest grossing YouTuber is a child.
He's
Really?
7 years old.
He opens and plays with toys on YouTube.
He made 22 million.
Watch Josh fucking comprehend it.
22
The worst part
So-
is that I gave him a couple views because as soon as I read the article, I was like, "Who's this little Ryan motherfucker?" and went to YouTube and watched him.
So,
I read the
hang on.
article. He told me to turn off my phone. He's like, I don't want to see that motherfucker rich.
So this kid gets to play with toys
Yes.
on YouTube
On
and not
YouTube.
do a real thing. I mean, not that he needs a real job. He's 7 or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, he's doing something that kids would do anyway and enjoy doing. But he happens to make millions of dollars just
30
because.
something this year.
That's a lot of money.
Parentals.
That's a lot
30
of-
something this year.
Yeah.
He's 7 years old. And the best part about it is that because he's got so many viewers, such a high subscriber, he's got something like 38 million subs or some shit.
Okay.
You might have to check that. I could probably wrong about
Hey,
that.
it's probably 50 by now.
But he literally would now also get sent every new release toy that is safe for his age group by all the big companies.
Yep.
And they're paying him to fucking play with it.
And he's getting millions of dollars to open that
Yeah.
shit. He's getting
not only
paid
do his
and then
parents
make-
not have to buy him toys for Christmas, they also get to take like millions of his dollars.
Yeah.
Who's having kids first? Like, who's having a child so that we can fucking do this?
Well, I mean,
Jim's
if
not.
I knew about this,
Josh is going to be the first guy to give birth.
He's a seahorse.
I came up with a really, 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 really bad idea, and I'm not going to say it on camera.
Okay, fine. Tell me later
Didn't
though.
involve children.
Just put it in the comments later.
Are you gonna? God, that's fucking weird.
Side note, Ryan's toy review has 17 million subscribers.
17. Oh, fuck. I was way off.
Ryan, we love you, buddy.
Come on our show.
1,200 videos. One of his highest.
Akio Titties has toys that you can open.
They're not safe for his age group.
But they are shower
They're not gonna
safe
take
and
anyone's eye
dishwasher
out.
safe.
They're
They're all woobly doobly. Fuck. Okay. So speaking of this topic, considering we've started here, Tumblr has removed all and like not safe for work content from their website. I think I read somewhere, and one of our mates was telling us today that they've gone back on that.
Have they?
Potentially, I don't know if they have.
Okay.
Oh, well, fuck. That was like one of those statements I made where you both were like, have they? And I was like, I don't know.
I don't know.
We're putting that as the thumbnail.
Yeah, check it.
Tumblr retracts statement about
Yeah.
not safe for work.
Check
Clicks.
it. Check it and see. See what happens.
Tumblr backflip?
Question mark. And then like an X
I'm
somewhere.
just asking questions.
Keep going.
I don't know if Tumblr has gone back on it. I did hear that might be a thing though.
Yeah.
But what the fuck? Like, so they've taken all titties off Tumblr. No more Tumblr titties.
That's the really too long didn't read version. They were it was kind of like, I think the statement was, sorry, it looks like I'm on my phone, but that's a picture of my house.
There's the statement.
Josh, read your review of Mortal Engines for 2 seconds, just because I thought it was the funniest thing.
Just in case it took a little bit, you just wanted to skip through and get the TLDR version. Mortal Engines. Set in a post-Brexit dystopian future, Professor Brian Cox's distant relative teams up with Bella from Twilight, who was raised by the Terminator, in order to thwart a rampaging, sort of steampunk, mobile London city hell-bent on consuming all.
He was a discount Terminator.
Hashtag War of the Worlds.
Okay, here we go. All right, it said, Tumblr will ban adult content from the platform starting December 17th, the company announced. Includes photos, illustrations, videos, and GIFs of sexual acts, as well as full frontal genitalia and female-presenting nipples. This change will also get rid of Tumblr's safe mode, the search filter designed to purge not safe for work content from the query. Okay, so there was a big problem. I don't know if this counts as a trigger warning, but whatever. There was a problem with child pornography.
Yes, I was just reading that.
And so Tumblr, this is like the long and short of it, were basically like, we've got to fucking do away with that kind of thing. So they purged, and they purged hard. And a lot of people, like sex workers and like not safe for work artists, and even people who just draw like traditional naked people art, copped it. And they were like, they all got totally, like, they got flagged, their things got taken down, their Tumblrs got shut down, whatever, blah, 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 things like that. So it was kind of like, I looked at it, I woke up and I'm like, no way. Nah, they wouldn't do that. That's dumb. Tumblr is not safe for work. The whole fucking site is not safe for work.
You're killing your own fucking product
But
if you take
it was like massively not safe for work. And then when Yahoo bought it for a little while, because I used to have a Tumblr, still there if you can figure out which one it was.
I think I had one at one stage.
Yeah.
It's got like 4 posts on it.
Mine got flagged.
Did it?
Maybe. I'm gonna go and find out. I didn't get an email, or at least if I did, it went to spam. But yeah, like when Yahoo bought it, there was a whole time where like anything remotely sexual or like any of those kind of hashtags or whatever the tagging system was, it wasn't that it was flagged. It would just go no results, just like Instagram. Where it's like, oh, this tag's been known to have like adult content or whatever. And it's like nothing shows up. It was that kind of a system where things just didn't seem to be the way they were. And then there was no real like thing about it, but then it all kind of just changed and it went back to the way it was.
I wonder if their hand has been forced, like literally, like because
they're going to get like arrested. Someone
they,
inside their corporation's going under for it.
Yeah, they totally just had to fucking kill the not safe for work stuff for a while.
I don't think you would do that without a really good reason because like it's just
it
like
affects
it's
so
such
many
a big
innocent
part of
people.
what
About
Tumblr
5
is.
minutes ago, they actually posted that there's a petition being signed to get not safe for work content.
Yeah.
You can start a change.org for anyone.
Yeah. I mean, has it
I'm going to
helped
start a
James Gunn?
change.org about
Has
us
it
getting
helped
to 10K.
James Gunn?
I don't know.
Petitions? Has that helped
I haven't
James
heard
Gunn
about
yet?
James Gunn in a long time.
Is
They're
he even
probably
back?
in
Did they? I don't know.
Well,
Even the fucking stars didn't want to work because of
Yeah.
him being removed. They'd still work. They just get paid enough and then they work. But
Yeah, I think with that
Okay.
situation, they're still under negotiations with it, which is why there hasn't been so much comment about it. But
interesting.
yeah, no, that's how slow it can be, though, for Disney. Like, they have to figure out terms and conditions to make sure that everyone's getting the right end of the deal here.
Yeah, but Tumblr's going to be interesting. I mean, we were talking about this yesterday. We were saying that anyone who's on Tumblr should probably look for somewhere else that opens its
Yeah.
doors, and Pornhub has kind of like come to us.
Pornhub
Are they
looked at
really?
it. Yeah.
Because they always jump on that stuff. But do they, have they actually put up a
Yeah, they did.
way for... Okay, so they've taken a...
I saw on a friend's... This is a reliable source. Welcome to the internet. I saw on a friend's Instagram story. She had taken a screenshot of an interaction between somebody and Pornhub on Twitter. And basically Pornhub put out a tweet and said, look, we welcome everyone. Yep. Like, this is our thing. We do not safe for work. Obviously, it is pornography. It is pornography.
Yeah.
But yeah, we welcome people with open arms. We have forums. We have places you can share pictures, GIFs, like blah, 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 all that sort of stuff. And they're like, somebody asked, can we share like pictures, like art, like drawings and things like that? And Pornhub are like, yeah, you can start threads and you can start, like clubs and things like that. And like, you know, you gain popularity and like you move up in ranks and things like that.
So it's almost kind of like a social...
Yeah.
Do you know what?
But
Maybe it's finally going to normalize that person who comments on a porn video.
Yeah.
You know, that one guy's like, I didn't like the fact that you could see the camera guy's reflection at 4 minutes in, and there was a boom pole shadow.
Is that you? Have you done that?
No, I don't want to make an account.
I thought that might have been one of your...
Too much work.
Might have been one of your...
I just give it 1 star and I move on.
I think the problem with a lot of like the whole Tumblr thing and like it's cool that Pornhub are like, fucking come to us, yeah, we love that shit, is a lot of people are like, yeah, but my art's not porn. Like,
they don't
the
want to
fact that
attach
you're
the word
naked is
to the
not
thing.
pornography.
Yeah.
And it's like, I get that, and that's really like that's fair, and that's like, you know, it sucks that they were kind of involved in it. And a lot of sex workers and the LGBTQIA plus community were affected by it, because Tumblr always kind of felt like a safe space where you could be whatever you wanted to be.
Yeah.
And it just kind of feels like that flipped. So obviously people are going to want to look for new places they can go.
I feel like Twitter. Twitter at least has a band-aid for it, like it's just a temporary fix, because they kind of don't have censorship.
Yeah.
They do have guidelines, I think, and they do have, like, if they want to censor
safe.
you, then it's, you know, it's their call anyway, but like they'll just be like, okay, well, that's past our sort of limit.
Yeah.
But you can have full-blown pornography on there and it's fine.
I mean,
So
you've got
a bit of fan art.
your ass and everything out on Twitter a few times.
I liked your
the gym. Yeah.
Have you seen that picture?
The grey and blue?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know what it was. But
we need to finish that outfit.
It was at the top of my feed when I was at work.
Yeah.
I actually didn't notice until after I posted it, because
there's a lot of nipple in there.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah,
there really is.
Like, it literally, the preview screen is just the tit area, and I was just like, oh. That's the outline
You know
of my
why?
nip.
It's probably found like what it thought was eyes or something.
Yeah.
Because that's how it works. It really does.
Did it give you eyelashes and like blush and shit?
No,
I
it's
took
not
the photo.
Snapchat, babe.
I took the photo and I was like, this will do.
Yep.
This is good.
That's
This
it.
will do.
This is good.
This
This
will
is going
do.
on the internet.
Yeah, this will do. So it's good.
That's cool, I feel you.
It's good.
Just
I
like,
think
damn,
Twitter
do
is...
I look pretty this way?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Twitter is the answer for the time being. Until
For the time being.
Until the internet sorts its shit.
Until they backflip. Because if enough people outcry about it, like it was the same with Patreon, where they're all like, you know, nah, can't have not safe for work
You're
Patreon. And
also,
we're like, what
like-
the fuck?
I think they also need to see what's good for their business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that if they do backtrack, it's going to be with a lot of limitations as well.
I agree.
Is there advertising on Tumblr these days?
Yes.
I
Okay,
haven't
because
been on
I
Tumblr in a
don't
long
think there
fucking
was when I used to use it.
There-
But that was right. I think I gave up on it
ads.
around the time Yahoo bought it.
Yeah.
And so I think they would have been the ones to force the ads into it. But from what I remember,
Oh, I
they
smelled
weren't.
it everywhere.
Or it had an ad blocker or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I can't remember. It was like literally 8 years ago or something.
Okay, yeah, I haven't been on Tumblr in a long time.
It's good. I used to
never-
go there for the porn
Yeah.
as a consumer of pornography.
See,
I never
I
used it 'cause I
just
never
go
got it.
to the porn places.
I tried to do like a
Retcon.
photo-y thing. Oh,
I
go
go to Tumblr for like my fan fiction
Yeah.
and like erotic fan art and shit like that. Like, you know, like where can I see like, you know, a tiefling sucking an orc stick?
Yeah,
Like,
cool.
and it relates back to the things I'm interested in. So
Yeah.
it's like, I'm sad. Give us back our porn. Let people make porn. Nipples are not the enemy. Fuck you guys.
Did they even make money off Tumblr? Like, did Tumblr were there ads? Did you see ads all the time?
Yeah,
Was
there are
there-
ads. There's like advertising on Tumblr, so like you can be scrolling through the feed, and they'll like a little ad will pop up.
kind of like Twitter does, I guess.
Yeah,
Where it's
like,
just-
you know
just
when you
kind
see,
of
like, a
almost
promoted
organic and you can't
post?
see.
Yeah,
It just falls
yeah,
into the
it just
feed.
sits,
Yeah.
and you look at
Yeah.
it, and you're like, "What is this a picture of?" I don't follow. Oh, it's an ad.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's kind of like that.
So they're still making revenue, but
yeah,
okay.
but it felt like a much more open, do what you want, less of a you you post and people talk about it.
Yeah.
Kind of
I mean,
thing.
there's your Reddits and your 4chans and shit, but they're toxic societies, like really fucking toxic societies.
Horrible places.
So it's very, you don't really know if you want to put your stuff there that you were putting a lot of time and effort into, that you probably have a lot of love for, just to get fucking ripped on.
Now you're about to get us all DDoS attacked.
I know, we're
you
gonna get
said that.
fucked. No, I'm just saying, like,
Boneyard.com or whatever
I
it
couldn't
is.
give a shit. The only time I ever saw my name in a 4chan forum was when they were saying how ugly I looked as Lara Croft. And they thought Jan's sister was my kid.
Oh yeah, no, that makes sense.
Goes to show what the fucking internet
Honestly,
know about
though,
people they don't know.
that was also at the time that we were very heavily still into cosplay. So it was probably one of our friends who's too fat for the internet and just needs to not be a part of anything.
Yeah, the only time I was on 4chan was someone put me on the S channel, and they just faked my nudes. Yeah. I mean, it's only down to the knee. Like, the floor was just ridiculous.
When they dropped it to the floor and you were starting to get dirty head.
I mean, like, the GIF was really, like, it was full helicopter. I don't think you could helicopter if it was down to the floor, because it would hit the floor and it would stop the helicopter.
It's one of those ones where when you did it, every time it got to the top of the swing, you were on your toes because it was lifting you.
There is a lot of, it's kind of escape velocity.
How do you even, like... I don't know. It happens to so many people so often that it's something that...
It's a common problem. Like, if there's one thing I know from that post, in fact... So many people were coming to me after that saying, look, I too live with an E-length knob.
Yeah.
And
there's a problem.
What the fuck am I listening
help me
to?
fix this issue.
My
Just
dick's
like-
I
big.
thought I was the only one.
There's an ad blocker.
All of these things I've seen on
We need a flop
Pornhub.
blocker.
All the Pornhub ones just are so disproportionately small, and I just don't... I'm glad there are people like that.
Well, let's
out
hope
there.
Tumblr comes back because then we can all have
Please come back,
disproportional
Tumblr.
penises on the internet again.
All right. On that
Be
note,
amazing. Why? I thought we were
No, it was
into the
good.
hefty
We've
part
run
of
out
the
of
conversation
time.
just there.
we can talk about
episode
those
title,
things.
Disproportional Penises.
Yeah.
Follow the links below. Find us on social media. Come join our Discord. It's good fun. We talk about this sort of stuff all day long. Well,
Come talk about disproportional penises.
Don't
Good plan.
DDoS us.
Yeah, please don't do that.
Subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. Until next time. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Just...